So I think you need a reminder, just like I needed a reminder, that you are indeed the inspiration. You are changing people's lives in ways that you don't even know. And that's partly because they don't let you know that you changed their lives, or you gave them a great idea, or you inspired them in some way, whether it's big or small. But I wanted to remind you that you are indeed walking in your purpose every single day. When you are just being yourself, when you're sharing your thoughts and ideas, when you're posting and it seems like nobody's watching, people are watching, and it just needs to be one person that watches, and it changes their whole trajectory of their life. And so I'm reminding you that even though sometimes, and really a lot of times if I'm being honest, even though a lot of times we don't get the recognition or the feedback to say, hey, thank you for that, or that was a great idea, that is still happening. Change is still happening. And you have to trust that you are providing a need for somebody else, even if, they're not saying it to you, or you're not seeing that direct feedback come back, or they're not, reciprocating that same energy back to you. I know a lot of times in my life, I will feel like I would be, let's say I'm doing something and I'm expecting that same avenue to be returned to me. So let's just say, for an example, you say, hey, you're so pretty today, blah, blah, blah. This is just a basic example, but let's just say they don't say it back, but I get something from somebody else or something else, because maybe I didn't really need somebody to tell me I look pretty today, but they needed it. So my supply is needed or gets fulfilled by something else somewhere else. So it's not direct, like, I say this and they say that back, or, I hold the door, they say thank you. Sometimes you hold the door and people are like, whatever, that's just a basic example, but I'm just letting you know, right? That when you don't feel like you're seen or heard, people are seeing and they are hearing you. It may not translate to something that you can physically see. Let's say, for example, if you're a content creator and you're posting, and you feel like you're in 200 view jail on TikTok, or nobody's commenting or nobody's pressing like, and you have no idea if you're even reaching who you're meant to reach. I need you to trust that you are, and that even if it's not directly how you even think it is, it may just not even be the message or what you intended. It could be, I see that this person showed up and they're showing up consistently. I see this type of person is doing this type of thing, and it inspires somebody. Like, they may not hit like or hit comment, but they may feel now encouraged to do something similar that they know they've been called to do. So you showing up helps them show up. Right? And it might not be immediate either. It could be further down the line, and they think back, I remember I saw such and such, or I saw this person do that. And then, months later, they come back to you, or they just remember that you inspired them, and know that you're fulfilling your purpose, and know that you're providing a need, and you might not even know exactly how. So don't get wrapped up in seeing the physical response in your real life, and know that God and the universe sees what you're doing, because you are following your purpose and what you're supposed to do. You're being obedient, and that your need will be supplied whenever you need it, right? So there was a song that came to my mind, and now I forgot it, of course. And then let me actually see if I can find the song. It goes, I need you, you need me, we're all a part of God's body. Stand with me, agree with me. We're all a part of God's body. It is His will that every need be supplied. You are important to me. I need you to survive. So I think that's multi-part, and I never thought I'd be singing on here. So hopefully those were indeed the lyrics. But I need you, you need me. It kind of reminds me of that Barney song, I love you, you love me. Similar, and there's a train in the background. I'm not sure if that's significant or not, but I say all that to say you are fulfilling other people's needs, and even if they're not necessarily fulfilling yours back, somebody else is fulfilling it by being obedient to God. They're fulfilling your need in whatever way that God told them to fulfill your need right now. it is his will that every need be supplied. And so through God's will, you're supplying somebody else, but also through God's will, you will be supplied, right? And so that's just reminding you that you are being seen, and that good karma is building up, even if you don't necessarily feel like it, even if you don't have the reciprocity or the recognition in this moment. Be aware of how your needs are still being supplied as you are as you are fulfilling somebody else's needs that you might not even think is a need. Like, all you told them that was pretty, but maybe they needed their self-esteem boosted. All you did is hold the door. All you did is say hello to somebody on the street. You never know if they needed some conversation. You never know if they just needed to be seen. You never know. And so be aware of all the little ways you're also helping other people, and also be aware of the ways that you're being helped that you're not even noticing. Because in the same way we can complain about, oh, I'm not being recognized, nobody's noticing, or nobody's giving me feedback, oh, they're copying me, but they're not telling me that, I inspire them, but yet I see them doing that same thing. Think about how we may or may not be noticing how God or the universe is supplying our needs and giving us what we want. And we're just kind of like brushing it off like, I don't. And so how is that feedbacking back to us? How is that looping back to us if we're not being cognizant of the ways that our needs are being supplied, but yet complaining that other people are not thanking us for us supplying their needs, whether it's intentional or unintentional? So I know this kind of started more motivational and turned into like more advice, but that's just how I'll be doing. But this is just your reminder that in seen and unseen, or in intentional and unintentional ways, you are helping others. You are following your purpose. You are the inspiration, whether you get that direct feedback or not. And I need you to trust that people are seeing you. They're being changed by you. They are growing because of you. They're transforming because of you. And if you feel like you're out here like almost directionless, or you feel like you're trying to do a service and it's not going anywhere, or you're not getting the sales, or you're not doing X, Y, and Z, it's like, you never know. Maybe the process is what's helping people. Maybe it's not even the service at all. Maybe it's just you showing up. Maybe it's you sharing your testimony. Maybe it's whatever you can think of. But even if you're not seeing exactly what you want to come to fruition, like let's say, oh, you do X and you're expecting Y to come out of it to prove that you are providing a service or you're doing the right thing, you might not see that. But I need you to trust that somewhere in that you're supplying people's needs, even if it's not the need that you think you're supplying. And that should encourage you to keep on supplying and not give up, to not be apathetic, to not be discontent, because it can get hard whenever you feel like you are trying to do something for somebody, fulfill a service, and like they just act like you don't exist, or almost like when a parent gives to a child and the child seems ungrateful and it doesn't make you want to give more. Of course it's different because it could be your child, but if you're giving constantly to somebody and you're not hearing or seeing the reciprocity or the feedback or at least the thank you, it can make you not want to do it more. But if you know that even if that person or that entity or that organization is not really praising you or giving you your feedback or saying thank you, that you are still being seen and rewarded, and your needs are still being taken care of, even if it's not in the way that you directly can see it. So that's just a reminder. And I know I probably feel like I'm rambling, but I feel like I needed to come to the camera, and I know this is different for this channel. But it was heavy on my mind earlier for sure. I need you, you need me, even if nobody sees this, even if I don't get any likes, any comments, I know that the fact that I came across your screen, I did my job.